Hello guys and welcome back to King Aegon's War of the Conquest. In the last episode, we broke out into war with the wildlings. That's right, we now have all of the stepstones under control, and we were having a little tourney, to celebrate the peace and the new conquest. And the wildlings have opted to invade the wall at this time, which I find quite intriguing. At the same time, my wife is pregnant, and in the final months at that. So we'll have to see. We've had 2 stillborn children so far, and they were both stillborn girls. We have one, well-born girl, Arya, the heir to the throne right now. But it would be nice to get a boy at this point because she is getting a little old. But 6 is fine still to marry. She'll marry at 20, which is not awful. Still good. So still good age for kids. Could call for dragon riders, but that's really not necessary. I'm just going to call the Northerners to do their duty. 15,000 men. Okay. I could send Aegon himself. He is the dragon of the Iron Throne. He is a little bit more war-hungry than some of the last Targaryen kings, as he's shown by taking the stepstones. You know what? I'll have him do it. Robin Stark. Let's make you a commander. So you can lead these Northerners, though. In part. Of course, that would be nice. Where is he? Robin. Okay. We'll have Aegon lead the center. He's basically flown over on Meraxes. With him, we'll have Robin Stark leading one of the flanks, obviously. Honor guard of the Lord of the North. And one of these men, one of these lords has come with us. We'll have the Lord Commander of our Kingsguard, Pikewood Sloane, lead the other flank. Yeah. In fact, this might be better if we split them into 2 units. Yeah. We'll send this first one with Aegon and Pikewood with him. Or you know what? Aegon will take his cousin Jacaerys, because he also has a dragon. Or no. We'll split the dragons. He'll take the Lord Commander, and he will rush for Castle Black, while the other 7,900 will go led by the Lord of the North, Lord Stark. And with him he will be taking my young cousin Jacaerys. Jacaerys has a dragon of his own, and he will be sent to defend the Shadow Tower, where they can maybe make some pushes. My prisoner, Lord Barquin Sloane, is complaining about the dark cells in the dungeon that he and his family are occupying. You Sloanes can stay where you are till we hold a proper trial for you. There's a lot of prisoners now, since our, well, they're in part from the tourney and in part from the, what are the things called that we were doing? The visits we were doing to the, oh god, there's a proper name for it. Progress, there it is. Thank you. Your prisoner, Sir Andrew Waxley, has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting him before the court, you hear he is offering to pay the ransom for his release personally. Now, Waxley is a rival of mine, and I believe he's wanted for... What are you wanted for? Did you kill someone or something? I think he's wanted for murder. Sir Kennard Royce. Can he stand trial? He can't stand trial, so he'll stand trial. In fact, he'll stand trial before the hand of the king, while we are leading troops in the north. Lord Robin Darklyn will know what to do with him. Okay, they'll be able to split off and break stone. That's good. Sir Andrew Waxley has demanded a trial before the court, which Lord Robin Darklyn shall oversee to ensure justice is served. At the start of the trial, he is formally accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm, charge brought by King Aegon Targaryen himself. Sir Andrew begins to present his defense, but the court did not seem impressed. He cut a very unconvincing and nervous figure. Lord Robin shall interrogate him now. Lord Robin stuttered, stammered, and incoherently rambled in front of the accused, who rebuked his questions and accusations with ease. Unfortunately, his argument was so boring that many at court appeared to almost fall asleep. So poor case against a poor argument, okay. But he has found him guilty of sedition and conspiracy. And we'll send him to the wall, since we're helping the Night's Watch. He's a, high-born man. Sedition and conspiracy is not quite... I mean, it can be punishable by death, I think, right? But we'll spare him this time. We'll send him to the wall. And he will serve out the rest of his life defending Castle Black. I think that's good. Your Grace, I have proof Lambert, one of the participants in the tournament, is cheating. The rivalry between Sir Ormond and Lambert is well known, but I can't imagine Sir Ormond would lie about something this serious. Well, he is ruthless, so ends justify the means to him. Ambitious and proud. What about good old... Oh, wait, no, you're Ormond. Lambert. Lambert is ruthless as well. Gregarious, patient, charitable... None of these traits indicate who might be right or wrong, so Ormond Hill is a bastard. Of my rival, the Lord of Greenfield. Okay, Well, this guy's his uncle and the brother of my rival, the Lord of Greenfield. Proudcliffe, I like that name. Well, I like that it has an E at the end of it. Can I, just inverse the colors or something? For the sake of being picky? Yeah, right? Proudcliffe. It's like a valley. Inverse colors. It's fine. Well, he has proof, supposedly, so we'll have him disqualified. A daughter was... Oh, God. It looked like a stillborn message, didn't it? Oh, no. Oh, thank God. A daughter was born to King Aegon the Dragon and Queen Moliana of the Iron Throne, named Rhaenys. I do like that name, actually. A Rhaenys... to match the dove. Obviously the mother of one of our kinsmen. With the line of Aerion, which ended with Valerion. That's actually interesting. In this dynasty, it ended with Aegon's and Rhaenys' line ended. But Aegon and Visenya's line is the one that has given off to the main Targaryen branch. Which, as we know in the actual Song of Ice and Fire history, the lineage that continues is his and Rhaenys', while Visenya leads to Maegor the Cruel. It's a nice little reverse there. Obviously Vhagar, my grandfather, my great-grandmother Visenya, my father Aegon, all from that line. It's really cool. Yeah, it's because Aerion was older. Okay, yeah, Rhaenys after the dove. I'm good with that. Another daughter, though, keeps Arya as heir, which I've said I'm absolutely fine with. You know, an attractive, quick heir, I'm good. I'm good with that. A little more worried with who she's going to have to marry. It's obviously going to be matrilineal if she's the heir, but it might be a Tully. We'll have to see when the time comes. Till then, there's still a lot of time for a Targaryen to be born, but it looks like it'll be the first real marriage. Well, no, we married Malianne. Second real marriage outside of the High Valyrian line, since that was pretty much the first. First day's jousting is complete, with many lesser ridings having already been eliminated from the competition. Now, over the coming days, the remaining men shall compete in the final lists, tilting until only one champion remains. Fine, jousters. All of them, of course. Grace, I've proof another cheater. Okay, so Sir Hosmond Beesbury is now telling me that Sir Raymond Beesbury is cheating. His nephew? Cousin, I think. Let's see. Hosmond is honorable. But he is also paranoid, so it's not that he... doesn't seem likely he's lying, but he might have misconstrued this. Raymond, on the other hand, is deceitful, like craven. Diligent, also. Yeah, I'm gonna have him disqualified. Oh, another one. So Sir Narbert Peasbury says that Sir Sarmian Peasbury... It's all family members, isn't it? Another cousin, it would look like. Brave, charitable, ruthless, and proud, but aside from that, he seems fine. Ruthless, arbitrary, wroth, yeah. Have you disqualified, Sarmian? Oh, so we have a marriage proposal from Willem Aaron. He wants to marry Rella Durrandon. Huh. Okay, so the daughter of Lady Eliana, who is in my court for some reason. Do not remember why she's in my court. I'm sure it's important. Is it because she married someone here? Oh, she married Elf Harlaw, who joined my court. Okay. Her son is the Lord of Harlaw. She has a couple more children to inherit already. Sure, yeah, you can marry Willem Aaron. It's a highborn marriage that I think everyone would be fine with, right? Durand and Taryn. Both to Breakstone Hill. Sir Edwell Payne and Sir Bennifer Corn. We're next to Joust, and Sir Benefer was unhorsed, leaving Sir Edwulpane to win. Robert Hastwick has unhorsed Sir Amory. Ooh, he's actually very good. Formidable fighter, brave duelist, sturdy, and not married. What are you in the Citadel for? Or in Old Town for? You're not even in the Citadel. I like you. Could groom this man to be a knight of the Kingsguard. No. Well, just take that gold, I guess. Edwulpane. Only 2 knights remained undefeated. Sir Edwulpane and Lord Robert Hastwick faced each other in the final joust. After many tilts of finely executed jousting, Lord Robert was unhorsed, leaving Sir Edwulpane to be declared the winner of the tourney of King's Landing. Very cool. As a victor, Edwulpane has the honor of choosing the Queen of Love and Beauty, and he has decided to crown my wife, Molly Ann Smallwood, as the Queen of Love and Beauty. A good choice. Don't try anything. Especially not with that. But, very good choice. His wife is probably not very happy. Oh, they're rivals. Well, that would explain that. Still, very, very good to name my wife Queen of Love and Beauty. Doesn't that have an effect on her? I thought it did. Russ Farwin, here it is, finally. Currently enjoys the King of the Stepstones title. However, he currently holds no legal right to keep his royal style whilst under my vassalage. Therefore, I must decide whether to remove his title from him or else grant him a royal privilege. I will suffer no other kings. He'll be made Lord Paramount of the Stepstones. There it is. And, yeah, he's got to be fine with that because we've still allowed him to keep the Stepstones. And we've actually helped him hold them. He only had Sunstone before we arrived. Now he's in a much better position. Your prisoner, Sir Arthur Sloane, is requesting an audience with you. No, you're also being held for trial, and in fact, I'll call you. Thanks for reminding me, though, Arthur. You're in Bywater proselytizing. How's that going? Yeah, I suppose we'll convert this first. I was thinking of sending some people over to the Stepstones to start slowly converting the lords, the pirate lords. But, I suppose the mainland's more important still. Although Old Gods isn't really much. Keep doing it. Arthur Sloane demanded a trial before the court, which Lord Robin Darkwind shall oversee to ensure justice is served. He's formally accused of attempted murder of Sir Alistair Uffering, a charge brought by Sir Alistair Uffering. Here he is, Alistair of Prickwillow. Arthur begins to present his defense, and some decent arguments were made. Many in the court seem to sympathize with him. Ooh, interesting. So he's actually not made a bad case. And Robin has again made a bad one. He made a poor case. And innocent. Okay. I have no choice but to release him, yeah. Gonna be just about this. To the brave Dragon Lord King Aegon, the insidious shadow traders must be expelled. So that's the Ashai people? I don't think they're even in my lands. We don't have any people from Ashai here, right? Do we? It'd be really far for them to travel for a trade. Oh. Oh, that's really interesting, actually. That the only place the Ashai people have gotten to is Lonely Light, the westernmost point of the known world. Because that very much implies that they know of a route across the globe. You know? That perhaps the Earth isn't flat. Who knew? Looks like it's a globe, guys. Shocking. Because the Ashai people might be able to travel around. I'm not taking sides, though. Definitely. Not doing an embargo when I'm fighting wildlings. So after the release, who do we still have? Barkwind, Lord of Fawn Crag. We can actually just straight up banish him because he is convicted. He is a convicted killer. Oh, yeah. I think you're in here for torture, though. Is that not? No. What are you here for? Attempted murder of someone? Surely. Oh, Arthur Sloane. Put you here. Barkwind. He's an old man. You know what? Sure, he'll still go to the wall. He'll live out his remaining years there in the Night's Watch. Shouldn't be too much of a toil for him. It'd just be like 5 years or something. And he's highborn enough, decent enough fighter. He's kind of a Janus Slint kind of guy, isn't he? Ugh. Not very likable. Tournament is over, and now it's time to bask in the glory. A glorious event, of course. Our men are now splitting up, with some going off into Arendelle while the others go to Shadowmoor. They will actually gather up again in the North Road, which is kind of silly that they're splitting up in the first place then. Oh, it's for the sake of attrition? Because they both couldn't handle being in the same place? Smart, at least. The Night's Watchman, though, won a small battle against 250 wildlings in the Battle of Winter Keep, and have actually gone out and taken Whitewatch. So the capital of the wildlings is fallen. Oh, Winter Keep, I believe, is in the Castle Black settlement. It's one of these. Where was the battle fought? Was it in the Shadow Tower? No, it's in Eastwatch then. No, it's neither. It's across here, isn't it? Yeah, Winter Keep. Okay. But the wildlings have shown up. 6,000 of them in the Shadow Tower. We have one army already going there. 1 to Castle Black. And the... Where are they going? They're going to Winter Keep? Night's Watchmen are going to Winter Keep, it would seem. Yeah, why not? We'll have them gather in Shadow Tower, just in case. But it shouldn't be... In fact, actually drop back because the... Men of the Night's Watch are falling in. So it'll be Lord Robin Stark and Jacaerys Targaryen who fall on the wildlings. Ooh, the men of Castle Black haven't fared too well in the initial charge, but we've arrived and quickly turned the tides of the battle with our dragon and our, well-armored southern men. Rory Widowmaker, the king beyond the wall, is leading his men here. He's got an unyielding leader. Yeah, that's pain. We have beaten him, though. Our sheer amount of men, but they took out almost 2,000 of our men. Most of which are Night's Watchmen, if not all. You can go off to the Winter Keep, attack that. How's this split, actually? No, it's split well. They're charging out to Fork Top. Just hold the Shadow Tower for now, because we don't need much more to win. Should just be taking Winter Keep. I'm pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the province of Dragonstone is doing very well. People are happy and the tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Dragonstone prospers. Very nice to hear. Of course, this tyranny thing still hasn't gone away. There you go. It's the end of that. I'm going to take Winter Keep nonetheless. But we finished the war. Beaten back the wildlings. But we didn't capture the king beyond the wall, so... I think he gets imprisoned automatically by the Night's Watch as the demands. Don't know, though. We'll have to see. Because if he's not imprisoned, he could try again. Send our men off to the North Road where they can safely disband. Everyone can gather again back to their own homes. Princess Rhaenys. Arya's growing quite old. She's become curious. Interesting. That's not a bad trait. That's pretty good. It has ended and Rory Widowmaker is imprisoned and has lost his title. And is still Lord of the Winter Keep, though. He does serve Jormund, Manwatcher. Not that he'll live, I don't think. Yeah, Lord Commander will probably... Yep. Oh, he just died in his dungeons immediately. Chief Steck, his son now. Kind of Redbeard kind of situation. You know? With King's blood. There is a civil war in the west. News from the area, trial by court. Okay. We got no prisoners right now. Good. Let's have a look at the civil war while we're going at it. It seems the Braxes and the Smallwoods are fighting, and they've got the Craycalls on side, actually. They're gonna lose, though. Surely, with 6,500, they can't beat my brother-in-law. Harston is actually a really good commander as well as a fighter, so he'll keep them in check. Dragon Blackwing is a ravenous beast. She regularly roams the lands of King's Landing, gorging on the livestock of the small folk. Hundreds of them have sought audience with you in the past months to protest at this, their discontent growing all the while. Offer them vague promises and apologies. Of course. Nothing we can do about it. It's just nothing we can do. Do you have your own dragon egg? You do not. I don't either. So... Wait, have you hatched something? No. I guess you'll just have to tame a new one. We have plenty of dragons lying around, though. Anything, you might be able to tame Meraxes when I die. Where are the wild ones? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's plenty. Volon. Ooh, Alataraxes is a solid one for you to tame. Sonax, the brown beast, is all the way in a shy. Big one. Then there's the smaller dragons. I do think if she doesn't have a dragon by the time she ascends, I might send her to Mantares. Pick up one of their dragons. You know? Because that would eliminate the amount of dragons we have outside of King's Landing. All of them right now are tamed, the ones in Mantares. They have Daenal, they have not Quicksilver, they have Tallfire, and they have Elenixes. And I don't want them to have that many dragons. They have 3 dragons at their disposal. Not big ones, but still. Lord Micken sent me a very detailed letter dealing with oh, he's still trying to impress me? Nonsense. Invite you to participate in the tourney of Adadale. Chance to prove my worth, of course. Now, some of you suggested that I perhaps conquer the lands north of the wall as well, and I think it's a neat idea. I don't know how well it'll work right now, nor do I know that I want to do it right now, because it would kind of make the Night's Watch obsolete. It's still fun to see the Night's Watch kind of having to deal with Kings Beyond the Wall every once in a while. New Lord Commanders. If we take the land, though, it would it would ruin the point of the Night's Watch. So I don't know that I want to do that, but it's a decent idea for maybe at some point. Oh, it's Lionel himself, my Master of Whispers and former Regent. We're actually in a joust against him, and we've hit him and unhorsed him, of course. None can beat me. Let's give you some gold, man. Been a while since seeing this guy. Edric fell. Steady. Hit. The heir to Fellwood, and he's holding on at least a little bit against the king. Hit, and he's unhorsed. Okay. His father's been injured, supposedly in the tourney. I think he's participating as well. He might just be hunting. None can beat me. Tourney Herald announces the competitors of the next joust. I've been drawn against my Kingsguard member, Sir Jonathor Waters, the hog bastard, who's a really fine fighter. Steady. Yeah, he's hit true. Oh, dear. Okay. Stayed on horse, though. And I've hit him. And unhorsed my own Kingsguard, Aegon the Dragon, living up to his reputation. Ooh, and it seems the other semi-final is my Lord Commander, Pikewood Sloan, against Sir Uther Breakstone, and Uther has unhorsed him. He's still a really good fighter, even with gonorrhea. Pikewood's become frail. Oh, that sucks. For the Lord Commander and everything. So I'm facing Uther Breakstone now. Steady, we're not going to buy him off. Come on. Improved my relations with Agur. Oh, he got the better of me. Oh, dear. And he has actually unhorsed the king, so Aegon gets runner-up in the tourney. Although I am not triumphant, having been defeated in the final tilts, I still finished an honorable second. I am received warmly as I claim the runners-up purse, Sir Uther and the other knights clapping respectfully. Glory to me. I'm good with that. The Grand Maester has died, Grand Maester Ramsay, and the Conclave of the Citadel has selected a new one in Grand Maester Duncan. Tourney is finally over. Good. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspirational factions. You're talking about Agar Saltcliffe, the Master of Laws. Do we know him to be in factions? He is in an increased council power faction with Jeremy Gardner. Of course. Of course the Gardners are in factions against me. Not surprised by that. Crown Loyalists does have a couple. Aaron's, the High Septon, is good. We have the Lord of the Stepstones in here as well, since I pretty much gave him all his power. Eliana Durandon in here. And my brother-in-law, Harston Smallwood. He's to be expected. But yeah, let's pay him a visit on my dragon. Riding astride Meraxes, you fly to pay Lord Paramount Agar an unannounced visit. On arrival, you land on the highest tower in Salt End, your dragon letting out a loud roar. Agar was quick to realize the implication of your visit, welcoming you humbly and promising eternal loyalty. My dragon sufficiently cowed him then. Good. He's still in the faction, though. Huh. Unhappy with our leadership, mutineers have risen up in Grey Gallows. These men must be put back in line. Truly, 900 men fighting for a revolt over Grey Gallows. Can you deal with them? You have exactly 900 as well, so they're not even sieging you. Huh. I don't know if the Lord Paramount is going to get involved. Russ doesn't really have too much military power, as it were. Seeks a better station, Waldron Hayford. No thank you. You would make a decent Master-at-Arms. A fine one, actually. You're pretty good. But, I don't think I have a need for a Master-at-Arms right now. I have a pretty good one. Jared Staunton served me loyally. Okay, some scheming going on in the north. Mir has also expanded. Obviously, Liss... Has Liss always fallen to Mir? I thought it... Huh. I think I'm confusing series. Because I know Liss fell at one point to New Volantis in the other series. In the, Sath series. What's it called? Not the Sath. Sarnor series, sorry. But, I know it's been let go. It's apparently all fallen here, too, with Volantis having gained some of the coastal territory. Disputed Forest, Silkhead, Mesilosh, while Mir has gotten Morgos and Liss itself. Pretty fair split between the two. It's going to be interesting to see how these free cities fight between themselves for territory. Dothraki Warlord here? In Goldenbridge? No, what's this? Oh, the Roynar have a High Chief. The Chief of Goldenbridge has been crowned as High Chief, which is, well, almost like a principality or a kingdom for the Roynar. So he's pretty important. Interesting. He's got a little bit of territory to himself. Not too many men. Sathi have gotten Dagger Lake. Why is that under Sath? Oh, because Sath is under the Dothraki. Oh, the High Lordship. Okay. A Dothraki holds Sath as a lord. Okay, then. They have really expanded a lot across Caesarea as well. Getting into Qohor a bit. Dothraki are becoming really dangerous in Essos. This Khal Igo seems to be the biggest Igo of Igo. My Kingsguard member Sir Samuel Manwoody has died. Oh, it's a shame. I liked him. The Dornishman. From too much drinking at age 31. Oh, he was a Craven, though. Semi-recent, right? At a meeting of the Small Council, Lord Commander Pikewood Sloan has recommended that Sir Alos be named a member of the Kingsguard. Alos is a Craven. He is your friend, so he's recommending essentially that we appoint his friend by virtue of being his friend. Your other friend, Luther Flowers, would be more suited. At least he's brave, trained fighter, highborn as well. No. I understand your recommendation, Lord Commander, but no. Knights from powerful houses, Sir Morgan Footley. A really good combat skill as well. Well, young. Alan Caswell looks good, though. Skilled fighter, ruthless, skilled commander as well, which I like. And obviously we have the other guy I was looking at, who I don't remember the name of. the formidable fighter guy who is lowborn. I think I'll get a castle, though. Footly's good, and he's brave. But I'll get a commanding kind of guy. It'd be the highest honor to serve in your Kingsguard. Okay, so the young Sir Alan Castle at 17 years old has joined. Chance to prove my worth. Tourney of Faring Cross, which I'll join. Too long Edmund Tully has occupied my rightful seat. Now stop at nothing to take it from him. I humbly ask that you provide me with coin, so that I may hire an army to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. Yours, Manfred Tully, Lord of the Trident. Wow. So Manfred Tully, a formidable fighter, dutiful commander, the son of Sir Alexander Bronze-Creek and Marianne Tully. So Trueborn Tully is wanting to claim the Riverlands for himself. Now let's see his lineage. His mother, Marianne, is the eldest child of Lord Rhaegar Tully. And I guess as the eldest child, he's thinking they should have ignored the laws of primogeniture. Instead of giving it to Lord Edmund, should have gone through his mother. Obviously, his older brother's dead, Donald, which would make him the heir of that line. Huh. So interesting. Interesting. He's actually got a decent line. She's my cousin? Is she my cousin? My aunt. Oh, because he was married to an Aaron. Ooh. He's got a daughter, Alone Tully, who's married to a Coldwell. So if he took power, a Coldwell would hold the Riverlands at some point. Unless he had a son, I guess. Manissa Tully's unmarried. He is still married. And yeah, I'm not acting as my Lord Paramount, but I will keep an eye on you in case you do make a push. Because you have some gold, you have military prowess, as well as some command ability, so you could pose a little bit of a challenge to Edmund, who's not a great commander in his own right. He's a good fighter as well, but he's not a good commander. He's got a lot of children, though. His heir, Rhaegar Tully, is quite bad. His brother Royce is a better fighter, but not... He's very similar to his father, actually. Stefan is kind of inept. Jeremy is pretty good at diplomacy. He seems the best of the sons. So she was hanged, drawn, and quartered by the Smallwoods for her treason. Okay. Ronald of Southstone has usurped the title, the City of Mudgrave, from Harris. Interesting. So he won his little war for the city of Mudgrave. And has taken it over the Farmans, who are now in control of Blackwood Vale. Blackwoods die out. No, there's 9 of them still left. I'll ready my horse, and I will do this in the next episode, starting with the joust against Alan Caswell. Yeah, it's been a good one. We've taken out the King of the Wildlings. The Wildlings are again split up, doing nothing. We have a second daughter, really nice, Rhaenys. Arya's growing up, coming curious, and there's some shenanigans brewing in Essos, I'm sure, as the Free Cities are just nabbing land from each other, and the Dothraki are closing in, more importantly. So I'll have to see what the situation is there, because if the Dothraki are getting too close... Look, they're attacking... Or no, they're defending. The Volantene are trying to colonize some of their land. If the Dothraki get too close, I might have to push back against them. They've almost reached Volantis. Look at this. This is not Dothraki land at all. What is this? This is Dothraki land. Really? For 100 years. By CK2. They're really close, though. Huh. Well, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do like and subscribe. And, yeah. See you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.